We come walking out of the hotel this morning with all of our junk, and I told John, I said, we look like Sanford and Son race team. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da. Alright, well, we're about to load the car up and get on the road and head back to Georgia.
Welcome to Georgia. No longer in the Sunshine State. Well, it looks like we got about 35 more miles to go. Cool morning, 139-degree coolant temp after driving like 40 miles. Pulling back in at SGMP. Can you believe it? Last time.
Yep, we're back.
So we pull in here, break the beams, and officially complete our 7th Dragon Drive. Let's get this thing turned around, make one more lick.
Yep. It's that time of day for the secret sauce.
I want to thank DP. They didn't give this to me, they sold it to me. And it didn't really help anything.
No, not really.
I want to thank them for giving us something to create content on. Don't know how much we got left, but...
Are we going all in?
Oh, yeah.
All in.
Yeah.
All right, let's...
You want to go get Mike's funnel? He's parked right over there.
Nope.
Okay.
We don't need Mike's funnel. You got this.
All day.
Oh.
Oh. This thing may have gorilla flames coming out the side of it.
It could. We got a lot going on here. Boy. We got all of it.
It only took an entire week to go through 5 gallons.
The pail is empty.
But we did pull a spark plug. At this point, I'm not very good at reading them apparently. But it didn't look that bad, so I don't think the car's too fat. I think the car was hot. The air wasn't very good yesterday.
Yeah.
We're only at like 200 feet right now, and it's like 50 degrees, so we're back in good air. So perfect world, it goes another 60. In our world, it could go 50, it could go 90.
In our world, it's gonna go like 12-20.
That might be.
We'll see.
If it goes 12-20, we're just gonna leave it here.
No, we're not leaving it here. Chevette for sale.
We've had a couple people ask how much it would cost.
We have. It's not for.
I was willing to put numbers on it.
It's not for sale. I know you're willing to. I'm not. Not for sale.
We could call Tim McAmus and we'd have another Chevette.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well.
The old scoop got me this morning.
It did. You've had a rough.
That's feeling. Yeah.
You've had a rough week.
Yeah, I got this knot situation
The
going
trailer
on
got you there. So what happened to your ankle?
That I don't know. Probably this.
He's had a rough week, so we're gonna get ready to go up. They should be calling us here in a little bit. So,
Yeah.
all right,
We're tuned up on the old C12.
we are tuned up. We left the jets the same.
Left the timing the same.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, we'll see what we do.
ready to roll. All right, in the lanes
In the lanes.
for the last pass of Sick Week 2025.
It's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad, isn't it?
Let's try and check the air density thing. See what we're at. But I was still in Gainesville, so I got. Oh.
It was like
I was in Hawaii
it was like
now.
200 feet earlier, but the people next to us over there, they've been looking at the weather, so I think he was saying it was like 300 or 400 feet just a minute ago.
Well, it doesn't want to work. There. We're at 481.
481.
With a 60-degree temperature and 71% humidity.
Okay.
So
what'd you turn in day one? 975?
9?
Whatever. I'm thinking the C12 is going to do us right. I'm just thinking 9s.
Do you think?
So you went 1175 day one, right?
1175.
I don't know. I don't even know what day it is. 1175.
And then we did 1181.
I think the weather is pretty comparable today to what it was when we ran day one. So
yeah,
we think about that. We can say you went 1175, and then we can see what these jet changes did. If it goes 65, then we obviously know that picked it up.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It felt pretty good, so.
Is that a wrap for sick week?
I think that's a wrap for sick week.
All right, let's go turn that deal in then.
And then head back to Texas. Okay, sticker time. This is our last one of the week.
Last one.
Well, that one came off fairly easy compared to the others.
Nobody knows how hard the other ones were to get off because I cut them all out because I didn't want people sitting there watching us fumble around with a sticker for 15 minutes.
We've struggled all week. All right. Last one. All right, we got
Week 2025 complete.
all of them there. Okay. Well, we have the car loaded up, the trailer loaded up, and we're about to go take everything down, go put it in the big trailer.
It's a little muddy out there, so hopefully I can get my truck and trailer out of the mud and we can load up on solid ground.
Yep. But we're gonna.
It's not even 1 o'clock yet, so if we can get loaded up and get on the road, that'll take a chunk out of that 15 hours we got to get home.
Yep. So we're gonna head out back to Texas.
Westbound down, 18 wheels a rolling.
All right. We out.
Yeah. Got my cool little trailer mount all hooked up. I actually tightened the ball up because on the way down here the ball came loose, so that was a problem. But all 1900 ratchet straps on that unit. Ain't going nowhere. Now that I said that, we're good. Chevette strapped down, ready to go back to Texas.
Sad.
Yep. So she's scoping out somewhere to get something to eat and some diesel, and we're fixing to hit the highway.
We're back in Florida.
This time, we're in a lot more comfortable vehicle.
Yeah. All right, we're stopped here in Tallahassee at the Flying J to get some snacks and fill up on the diesel and
Snacks. Why don't you go ahead and fill them in on what our snacks are?
We got pizza and burritos and chips and cupcakes. And somebody had to get peroxide to pour on his hand where the scooter got a hold of him.
I'm normally not overly cautious, but this is pretty nasty looking. So.
It don't look good. I have a first aid kit in my backpack, but he wouldn't take it earlier, so now we have resorted to peroxide in the Flying J parking lot. How's that feel?
I mean, it's got a little sting to it, but it's definitely not doing as much to my hand as it is to the ground.
Oh, that's...
Not sure what we're eating in the parking lot.
There ain't no telling what's on that ground.
Down in the comments.
Yeah, bloop it down in the comments. For those of you who understand that reference. Alright, we're continuing our drive. We are currently in Alabama. We only have 9 hours and 54 minutes. And
715 miles to go.
Yep. Tell, but we here. You know, we're back in Louisiana now, and they got great roads
and great drivers.
7 hours and 58 minutes from home. It's 572 miles to go.
We're on the Stephen E. Ambrose Memorial Parkway.
Ambrose is the guy that married us.
Yeah, that's why it's not legal.
It is legal. Passing State Capitol Raceway.
Been there, done that.
A few times. Alright, good news. We didn't run out of death. We're in Denham Springs, Louisiana. And we figured we'd stop and fill up with death before we get going through Baton Rouge and wherever else the road takes us. So, how you feel?
Great.
We're not sure if we're gonna make it home, but we'll keep going till we can't. I guess we're gonna fill this up, fill the truck up, and go get more snacks, and then get back on the road. So, we'll continue on our journey shortly.
What is multitasking?
That's some skill. The deaf and diesel. Big truck driver.
Time for a nap. Well, 12:07, and we're about 3 hours and 45 minutes from home. But
yeah,
we're almost to Shreveport. I think we're only like 20 miles from Shreveport, something like that. But we were afraid we were going to get out on the road and not be able to find a truck stop with a spot to park. And this one's right before we get there, and it was off a smaller highway that wasn't as busy. So I think we're going to kick back for a few, just maybe at least a couple hours or so, and then get back on the road. So we'll catch you here in a little while. All right, it's about 3:45 in the morning. We're gonna go ahead and hit the road. I think she's still conked out, but we got about 3 hours of sleep. That should get us home. So we're back at it. Well, I don't know if you can see it. It said, "Welcome to Texas." So we finally made it. A few more hours to go. Well, we were making good time. Apparently, according to Waze, there's a vehicle on fire in 1.6 miles. We're rolling. 6:24 now.
Well, we got some sort of action, but it's a truck and a state trooper and nothing else. All right, we just got home. The dogs haven't seen us in like 10 days. John's letting them out. Hi, buddy. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Houdini. Hi, Boo Bell. Hi. Hi, honey. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Boo Bell. We are fired up.
What are you doing? All right, so after a 3-hour nap in a Love's truck stop parking lot and a whole lot of driving, a little over 1,000 miles, about 8 o'clock this morning, we backed the trailer in the driveway and we've already got this thing unloaded and are preparing to put the nitrous back on it.
Yep, that's our next step.
So 3 hours of sleep and we're already getting ready for the next one. But we just wanted to kind of close this deal out, and we really, really need to thank a lot of people. This may get long-winded, so we're going to throw some video and some pictures in here, so maybe you guys don't just have to sit here and stare at us while we're talking, and you may have something entertaining to look at. But the YouTube channel deal, you know, we've said it over and over again. We don't make any money off of it. We're not really aspiring to be any kind of professional, famous YouTube people or anything like that. It's just,
we're just having fun doing this.
Yeah,
stuff.
Kind of something to do that's kind of fun, and it helps, you know, some of our family and friends and everything keep up with what we're doing. Our YouTube channel literally doubled in subscribers over the last 5 days.
Yeah.
Our video views are twice, 3 times, 4 times what they normally are. So everybody that jumped on our bandwagon and wanted to follow us and be part of this, thanks.
Thank you, for sure.
We definitely appreciate it, and it's been really, really neat. All of you guys that came out to the racetrack and talked to us and looked at the car, and you know, people offering suggestions and feedback and that sort of stuff in the comments and all that, because, you know, we definitely don't know everything and don't want to act like we do, because we don't.
No, we don't.
So, but basically that's that. You know, for those that jumped on this deal, we obviously have the Chevette. We're going to keep playing with the Chevette. We got a lot of other stuff coming. Probably like within the next week, we're dragging another project home. Yeah. So won't be quite as cool as the Chevette, but it's cool in its own right. So, you know, we'll try to keep as much content coming as we can. You know,
we keep up with it the best we can, but
yep.
You know, those of you who've been here for a while know that we're not the best at it. So, but the Chevette did phenomenal this week. We have a lot of people to thank for that. So I guess to start off with, we redid this deal, and those who were involved in the transmission overhaul, Sonics, Wendell with Mr. Wendell's Motorsports, Circle D Specialties, and HGM Electronics. Everything we did with putting the 4L60E in this car worked fantastic.
It was flawless.
Yeah, all week.
Flawless. And we've talked about in previous videos, we had a problem when we put this thing together, and we didn't know. It could have been any of them. It could have been the controller. It could have been the transmission. It could have been the converter. And
they all worked together to help us figure out the problem. And turns out it was brand new GM solenoids bad right out of the box. So,
yeah. So, every single one of those people we just listed off have been just top notch with the products and the service, trying to help us out getting this thing on the road. And then it's just life changing to take this thing on a drag and drive, get on the highway, run 75 miles an hour, get 16 miles per gallon,
pull in a little trailer,
and then get to the racetrack and just beat on this 4L60E. And it just keeps chugging and wants more. So
yeah, for sure.
Huge shout out to them. Like I said, that was probably one of the bigger things that we've changed on this car, and you know, just needed to make sure that we had a shout out for them.
Definitely. And then also Mickey Thompson, Amsoil, Elliott's Portworks, Wayne Pratt with Pratt Racing Engines, your dad with John's Auto Service, and Optima Batteries. We couldn't have done this without them as well. And then also your mom and Phil for taking care of our dogs while we were gone, and the rest of our family for supporting all of our crazy ideas, and our friends as well. They support our crazy ideas and help us along the way. So thank you to everybody, and for you guys too for subscribing to our channel and following along with us all week. And like John said, we'll try to put out as much stuff as we can here in the future. So hang around.
Suggestions, comments, anything, put them in the put them on the comments of the video.
We'll try to get back to all your comments. We're trying to get caught up on everything. So
yeah, I think we've gotten 6 hours of sleep in the last 2 days.
Yep. So hang around. There's more stuff coming.
All right. So I guess that's a wrap on Sick Week 2025.
Yep.
Again, next Tuesday, we will be on Adam Dory's That's Cool Drink podcast on YouTube. Just search That's Cool Drink. We'll be on there Tuesday night. We are signed up for the circuit, which is a drag and drive coming up in a few months. We're also signed up for Rocky Mountain Race Week, Mega Week this year. So the Chevette, Krista is going to be back behind the wheel of the Chevette for that. With nitrous. 10-0, 9-0, 11-0, 12-0. Rowdy Radio.
Who
knows? So
we'll see.
Stay tuned. More stuff coming, and thanks again. Well, we thought the video was over, but
it's not.
We drive 1,000 miles with 3 hours of sleep, come home, unload everything, and one of the first things we do is jump back in that thing and go driving around and go get ice cream. So
have to come to Dairy Queen and get ice cream.
800 miles in a week wasn't enough. We had to add about 15 more.
For sure.
So, as now the video's over. We'll catch y'all later.